So what gets you up every single day in the morning? What's that thing the reason to wake up every single morning? Now, have you had days where you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm waking up with so much purpose today? Maybe it's because of what's happening that day. Maybe you got somewhere you want to be. Maybe you got somebody you want to hang out with. And all of a sudden you're excited. You get up with some energy. All of a sudden you're ready for this. But then there's days where you're like, damn, I got to get up today. You're just kind of dragging. You're doing that stuff. And you're feeling like, I don't really care about today. Anything like that. It makes it pretty tough. So I've been on both ends of these spectrums in terms of being able to get out of bed. And one of the main things that I've realized is that reason why is probably the most important question that we can ask, because it determines how we're going to wake up every single freaking day. If we had a good reason why, we're going to wake up with that energy. If we don't, we're going to wake up tired, sleepy, we don't want to get out of bed. So maybe we need to start asking ourselves this question, because if not, we are going to be drifting for the rest of our freaking life. And that is damn scary. So me and my brother were talking about this because it came up with this. We're looking at this web series called 17776. And in there, they're kind of talking about how, it's this universe where they're living in 17776. That's so long ago, or so long past us. And they're living in here. And my brother is somebody who is into astronomy. He's into, looking into the stars, looking into the universe and stuff like that. But in this web series, one of the things that they brought up is the fact that these people have been like diving into that for all these years. They've been diving into that. They've been looking into space. They've been looking for aliens. They've been looking for galaxies of signs of life out there. But they had continued to look for all these years, millions and millions of years, and they didn't find nothing at all. And one of the things that they brought up is that there's a certain limit that we can't go faster than for us. It's 500,000 miles. We can't go faster than that. So we aren't able to explore enough. And people kind of got tired of it. They didn't want to do it no more. And it said that we could continue to go and look up into the space and continue to face this disappointment and sadness, or we could look down and enjoy what we already have here. So it's not saying that that's the right way of thinking about it, anything like that, but this is something that brought it up in a way that my brother was like, oh, damn, like this kind of made me think. This made me think about, what if that did happen? What if that did happen where, I'm so much into space, so much into all this stuff, and it's all for nothing, or it's a different perspective of thinking about it where it's like, okay, what is the real reason why I'm doing it? And it causes us to think. It causes us to think about life. And how many times have you had a moment where maybe you think that you have a good reason why? Maybe you have beliefs in yourself, beliefs of reasons why you're doing something, but all of a sudden you get a wrench thrown in it. You get a wrench thrown in it and you're like, oh, I don't know. It makes me think about this, What if that's the start of being able to get more of a reason why, being able to dive into that, being able to lean into that, and not being scared of like, oh, somebody questions us on what we're doing and why we're doing it. But maybe that leads to us having that stronger belief. And if we decide to dive in and be able to find a better reason why we actually want to do something. Because, sometimes we can maybe we'll try to defend it. Like, I'm doing it for this, and this. Maybe there's some good reasons there, decent reasons. But maybe it's not that level where it is going to get you excited and woken up in the morning. Because for myself, I remember I used to do this stuff. I used to do these videos. And it's a different level, man. It's a completely different level when I started rapping my stuff for these videos. Around being able to bring service, being able to share my faith, being able to do all this stuff. Like, I set goals around that. And it took time. It took a good amount of time, man. It was hard to sit there and think about it. Like, how can I serve Jesus through this? How can I serve and bring my faith through this? And how can I do this like this? But once I took that time, I went from like, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing this. To like, I am waking up every single day happy, excited. I'm listening to Loca by Shakira, excited, just like jumping for joy every single day that I wake up, man. And I think that we can all get to that. But can we take the time to sit down and think about that main reason why we are doing anything? Because think about it, man. If we have a good reason why, all of a sudden we start waking up with that more energy and joy, and all of a sudden we start to like love everybody. We want to do stuff more. We just are figuring that out. And maybe that's the question that we have to ask ourselves to find our truth in the world. Being able to go out there and find, like, what do we think is the truth? What is the reason why we're here? And maybe we could stop being afraid of that and being able to dive into that and really get firm on what we believe right now in case anybody comes up and questions us about it, so that we can see that, yeah, we're doing this. Like, this is where we stand with this, and this is the thing that gets me up out of bed in the morning. But what is that thing for you guys? What gets you up out of bed? What gets you excited? And do you feel like you have, like, you've done enough thinking in that? And maybe you can even, if you don't feel that, you could take like 10 minutes, man, and we could just search up to feel what we find is our truth, man. I love you guys. Let me know what you currently feel with this down in the comments below. I love you guys. Peace.